Welcome back everyone. This week we got a jam-packed video with tons of stuff going on, not only updates, we've had a lot more packages start coming in. So we're gonna give you guys a rundown on what's arriving, how far I've gotten. I've done a few things with the RODI. I've upgraded it, changed out all the filters. And more importantly, I'd want to bring you guys along the journey to show you guys how you can convert your home aquarium so you don't have to worry about lugging around buckets anymore. Stay tuned. This week I'm actually going to be hard plumbing my home to have a drain, so when I do a water change I no longer have to worry about having any sort of bucket container to hold the water coming from the tank, because it's going to immediately go to a drain out to the street, and we no longer have to worry about lugging around dirty salt water, flushing it down the drain, down the toilet, down the street. None of that. It's going to be super easy. Whenever I do have to perform a water change, it's just going to make it that much more enjoyable for me. The RDI has been fully upgraded, as well as all the filters changed out. We got sediment filters, dual carbons, 3DIs, as well as 2 membranes, 75 gallons each, making it 150 gallons per day production, as well as lowering down the wastewater. Of course, you can't forget the booster pump. So this piece is really just waiting on the mixing containers and the storage containers. We already have the C-shape pump. I've showed it before. You can see it's sitting here. It's really ready to start getting plumbed. As soon as we get the 255 gallon containers, we should be good to go. And this week I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the quarantine tank. I'm actually having an issue with it. I, for whatever reason, can't get to cycle. I have an idea of what's going on. I've actually reached out to Dr. Tim, and he gave me some pointers. This video though, I have so much information to share with you guys. I don't think I'm gonna be sharing that this week. Hopefully next week we should be able to get to it, but just wanted to let you know it's still doing pretty good. Here's a little bit of the remnants of the boxes that have already arrived. Let's show you guys when they arrived so you guys can open them up with me and we can both enjoy this open box together. I think we got another package in today. Yes, we do. I think it's pretty easy to know what this is going to be. Let's go open it up and see what's inside. Okay. Yes, I love seeing these test kits. So first we have our copper test kit. Obviously this is going to be for the quarantine, when we do start quarantining fish. And then the very popular nitrate that's been out, I think, for about 2 weeks. People have officially been getting it. This is going to be very interesting to show you guys how this works. We're going to see. I've heard a few people saying it's not that easy to use. I guess, you know, we're just going to have to test it out for ourselves, and, you know, I'll give you guys my take on it. Reagent. Oh, there we go. Calcium reagent, calcium reagent. It should be alkalinity, 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 the copper, copper, and copper. I think that's it for this. These are certainly going to be put to very good use, especially that copper one, once we certainly start quarantining and then managing our nutrients. Once we start loading the tank with SPS, I think this nitrate test kit is going to come in handy down the road. And then of course we have plenty of reagents for calcium, for alkalinity, and of course for the copper. I think we just got another package as I was finishing up talking about the Hannah checkers. And there he is. Got a total of 3 packages. So let's open them up and see what else we got inside. I've been having so much bad luck with shipments and under packaging them, boxes getting all messed up, shipping me extruded aluminum with no boxes. I mean, comment below if you've had as many bad experiences with packages. I don't know if it's just my delivery guy or this is just how UPS does business, but yeah, look at that big old dent in it. I'm sure what's inside is going to be good, but my God, I'd love to hear down below. Leave me a comment if you've had as much bad experiences as I have with packages. Oh, this, I know what this is. 2. That should be more PVC. And I have a feeling, I know, oh shoot, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm actually gonna need 2 hands of carry this inside. No way I'm gonna do it with one hand. These three here are from BRS. Let's just hope they maybe saw my other video and packaged this a lot better than they did with the other one. So this is for the mixing station. I'm actually may have to return this. I ended up calling them a few hours after they shipped it, and they actually recommended me to not go with this and go with the non-braided. But I'm really just gonna have to wait and see what they say, because again, I may just end up returning this whole thing. I think it's like 65 feet. This seems to be packed better. This should be the big blue sediment filter, and this is actually the filter for it. Once I'm done mixing water, before the water gets pumped to the tank, it's going to go through a sediment filter. And this is aside from the whole RODI. That's what this is. I got an extra sediment filter. I got another membrane. If you guys saw the video I did this week on the RODI, I didn't have one of the extra membranes, so went ahead and ordered it. And this is everything I'm needing to kind of complete, as well as I ordered some small, oh, this is way better. The other ones were massive, the 1-inch ones. These are the 3/4 inch ball valves, which are going to feed the Pax Bellum and as well as any other reactors we put in there. Got a filter here for my booster pump. Uniseals, this is going to be for the mixing station. I think you guys are really going to like what I'm planning to do with this. To keep everything simple and easy to maintain down the road, I've hauled my share of buckets in reef keeping, and I'm done with that. I've officially said no more hauling bucket. I already have filling the tank from the garage taken care of. That's going to come through a hose all the way, you know, the mixing station is roughly behind that wall, so it's going to come all the way around inside the home, and I'll be able to fill the tank. That's taken care of. The next thing is going to be to empty water. So I do have a bathroom here. I could have just ran a hose directly from here around, but I was like, nah, we can make that a lot easier. This wall behind the tank is the wall to my pool. There's actually various drains, not only here through the side, but also a main drain where the filter is behind that little wall right there. So I have various places as far as drains are concerned behind this wall. So I figured, why not drill through this wall, drill through the outside as well, install a 1-inch bulkhead, which I can then, I actually just figured this out. I was going to do one of these and then do a few step downs to that. Or actually, you know what? I could even do this. But anyway, I have various options. That's why I did a thread-on version. But this is essentially going to be in the wall. I would start a siphon, water would immediately start draining down to there. Once I'm done, I remove whatever insert I have. I bought a plug to plug it, so you know, no critters or no cold air, none of that comes through the wall. And obviously once this is installed, I'm going to paint it. I still have this paint, so I'm going to paint the bulkhead and the cap the same exact color so it matches as good as it can with that. But I figured having a bulkhead here on the wall, starting a siphon on the tank and just draining pretty much from the tank to there, and that should fully take care of the water going out. Figured I'd bring you guys along, show you exactly how I drill and make this my drain when I'm doing a water change. Obviously I want to have no buckets. This is going to be a way we're going to do that. This whole project first started out with the really long drill bit. This drill bit drilled not only through this drywall, but as well through the stucco all the way on the outside. So I needed something that was very long to obviously give me a pilot hole and a guide, both from the inside and the outside. This is a 1-inch bulkhead, so I did need a 1 3/4 inch hole saw to make the proper hole. You can see there, we have a nice hole that goes straight all the way to the outside. One of the more difficult things is going to be how to attach the nut that goes on the back of this. There's no way you're going to fit it through this small hole here. So for that, I'm going to show you guys a trick I have, and hopefully it works out. I figured I'd bring you guys and show you how I get this done. Out here in the pool, what we have is a mess is what we have right now with all the tools. I started out with the hole saw I used to do the hole on the inside. I knew this wasn't going to work. Why? Because this is not meant for concrete or stucco. As you can see, it just ate all the teeth. It kind of started the hole but didn't do much. I had to go down to Lowe's and get a carbide tip one. This one literally ate through it like butter. Once we got that, we were able to drill the hole out. You can see it's fully done here. Pretty happy with it. It's a little bit offset. It's coming at an angle like this. It should have been more like that. Luckily I purposely made the outer one bigger on purpose to account for this error that I kind of anticipated was going to happen. Of course, after this, we're going to seal that up. You're not even going to notice. And then the drain is going to drop here, come across, and then come to here, and then right across to here, which actually drains out to the street. So I think that's pretty good. What I'm going to have to do now is put the nut on the inside. I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I think that there's various ways to do it. I think my method should be pretty clean and easy accessible down the road. I'm going to have here an Access electrical box. It's actually, I feel it's going to look better instead of making a hole and then patching it and then really having no way to get in here. If ever this tends to loosen or I need to remove it or anything, I'll be able to access it with this. And I think it should look good. It should match because, again, seeing these in homes is not uncommon. So I have it fully marked. I make sure I leveled it. Now we're just going to cut it out and then we'll install it. Got the plug fully cut out just with a hand saw. This is what it looks like. Obviously there's a bunch of insulation on the inside. Installing this is going to be very simple. It has these screws. You tighten these screws, this opens up and it grabs onto the drywall on both the top and bottom. Then you're able just to put a cover on this. But before I do that, I'm obviously going to install the nut. I'm going to move the insulation out of the way to allow me to do that. And we should be able to install this. And if ever I do need to access this, it's going to be very easy to do so. Won't be very difficult because, again, this is going to be my access point there. This is what the final product looks like. You can see the cover there and you can actually access it. One thing I actually kind of just realized, instead of doing all this, I could have installed it on this plate and just reinforced the inside of the plate. But I was not about to redo everything. So I guess that's, for you guys in the future, you may be able to get away with mounting this on here. And you probably just need a slightly reinforced. Nah, you know what? It seems too weak. No, never mind. So good thing I did it my way. I still have access to it. If it ever does loosen up, I just remove this. I am able to access it. And the edge of the tank here is actually going to come to right about here. So when you're looking from the front, you're not going to be able to see it. It's going to look kind of about like that. We're done here on the inside. It is going to have a plug, so when I'm not using it, so air or critters don't try and come in, it will have a plug. And I'll be able to plug that up, so when it's not in use, nothing's coming in. Seems like we're going to finish just before the sun goes down. So I've already finished the inside you guys saw. The outside's already done. Everything is complete minus the rest of the plumbing that's going to come down, come across, and then another 90. And then I'll probably have a hose from there with like a barb from there to here. So that's the only thing that's missing. But as far as it being finished, you can see I've already put caulking that's laying down on the bottom. Made it nice and smooth all around there. I'm obviously going to paint all of this so it looks nice and it doesn't look like that. But you get to see really the final product. Looks very nice. I personally am very happy with it. I tend to be pretty picky when it comes to stuff like this, but I'm very happy with it. I think once it's painted, you're going to swear that this is really how the home came. We're going to wrap this video up here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. More importantly, this showed you guys how easy it is to really hard plumb your tank to your home and really make them be one. So when it comes to water changes, maintenance, it's something you can actually look forward to and not dread on doing, specifically lug around buckets. Now guys, I in no way, shape or form consider myself a professional. This was my first time ever trying to do this, so don't take what I'm saying and I'm not trying to say this is how it's done. I'm just trying to show you my journey and how I did it and how it worked for me. If you guys loved this video, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. Also, let me know if you've done something similar like this in your home. Share with me, share with all of us what you've done. You can also share maybe what you would have done different with my specific setup. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to get this tank up and running. I thank each and every one of you very much for watching. As always, happy reefing. Man, I wonder what the wife would think about converting this whole pool into a pond. I will save that for another day.